Okay, today I'm talking about something that is reshaping the way we work and lead. Remote work. Now this topic gets a lot of mixed reactions, right? Some leaders love it and others think it's a ticking time bomb for productivity. But here's the thing. Remote work is not the enemy of great culture. Bad leadership is. So in this video, I'm going to break down why remote work is actually a gift for leaders and how you can build a connected team even across time zones and the exact practices that you can use to help make your team thrive. So let's get into this. So hi, welcome to Lead Well, Live Well. I'm your host, Dr. Tiffany Fennell, and I'm an executive leadership coach and consulting psychologist with Fennell Coaching Consulting. So let's start with why remote work is a leadership advantage. So remote work is often framed as a challenge. Communication gaps, disengagement, Zoom fatigue, and yeah, those things can happen, but for great leaders, remote work can be a massive opportunity, and here's why. First, you can hire the best and not just the closest. So you're no longer restricted to who's willing to commute to the office. You can hire the most talented, creative, values-aligned people wherever they are in the world. So this means more diversity, better ideas, and a stronger team dynamic when you bring those perspectives together intentionally. Second, people can work when they're most productive. So not everyone's brain is firing at 9 a.m. sharp. Some of your best work might come from team members who are working in their zone of genius. And so that might be even outside of the typical 9 to 5. Remote work lets people optimize their schedules and do more deeper, focused work without interruptions or meetings, just because it's the way we've always done it. And third, leaders can reinvest resources into what matters. So when you're not spending tens or thousands of hundreds of thousands of dollars on office leases or parking, snacks, cleaning crews, well, guess what? That money can instead go to team development, mental health resources, company-wide retreats, or just paying people more competitively. Smart leaders see this as a chance to invest in people, not office furniture. Now, the big question, can you really build a strong team culture remotely? The short answer is yes. The long answer is only if you're intentional. So let's break it down into 5 strategies that actually work. First, communicate like a pro. So communication is everything in remote work, and I don't mean just sending more emails. Great leaders create a rhythm for how and when communication happens. So for example, use video calls for real-time collaboration and emotional connection. Use written updates for reducing meetings and creating some clarity. And use asynchronous tools like Loom or Notion for flexibility and accessibility. And don't forget, not all communication needs to be productive. You can make space for casual chats, memes, or even pet photos. Seriously, people bond over the little things. Second, build rituals that feel human. Culture is built through rituals. They don't need to be fancy, but they do need to be consistent. So, for example, weekly wins. Perhaps on Fridays, hold meetings where people share small and big wins. Or maybe have virtual coffee chats where you randomly pair people up for 15-minute hangs. Or start of the meeting check-ins where people type in one-word mood or GIF or answer a question like, what's your dream vacation? These rituals create rhythm. Rhythm creates belonging, and belonging builds culture. Third, visibility is the new office vibe. So in an office, you can casually walk by someone's desk and say, hey, nice job on that presentation. Remotely, that doesn't happen unless you build systems for visibility. So, for example, celebrate wins publicly. Use tools like Slack shoutouts, team dashboards, kudos boards. Encourage team members to recognize each other, so it doesn't always have to come from the top. When people feel seen, they feel trusted, and trust is the foundation for any strong culture. Fourth, be the leader who checks in, not just checks on. So there's a big difference between checking in and checking on. So checking on sounds like, hey, are you done with that project yet? While checking in sounds like, how are you feeling about your workload this week? Is there anything I can do to take something off your plate? Remote work can feel isolating, but it doesn't have to. The best remote leaders lead with empathy, and they make time for real connection, not just task updates. And then finally, make space to meet in real life, occasionally. Even the most high-performing remote teams need real-world connection sometimes. So for example, plan annual or biannual team retreats. Encourage co-working days in local hubs, or host optional in-person meetups for those who can't attend. These moments don't replace remote work, they enhance it. They create deeper bonds that carry over into daily digital interactions. Remote work isn't just a new trend, it's a permanent shift in how we build, lead, and grow teams. It gives leaders a chance to hire incredible people from anywhere, build a more flexible, human-first workplace, and reimagine culture from the ground up. But here's the secret. Culture doesn't live in your office. It lives in your people. So if you want a connected, thriving remote team, lead like it matters. Every day. Be intentional. Be curious. Be human. If this video sparked any ideas for your team, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and drop a comment below. What's one thing your team does to stay connected remotely? Well, thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you in the next one.